What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Venom 3 The Last Dance. Sony, I know some of your reps watch this channel. Please change the title. The Last Dance sounds ludicrous, sounds ridiculous. I get it. It's because apparently this is going to be the last ever Venom movie, which is kind of why, if the plot leaks are true, careful with spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life. It looks like they're setting up a younger Peter Parker, but there is a bit of hyperbole because someone's saying, yo, it's a 10-year-old Peter Parker, and that's what the old plot leak said over a year ago. But someone's like, no, it's actually an 18-year-old Peter Parker, and they're setting up the future Spider-Man of the Sony Spider-Man-verse. But either way, the title sucks. So we've got some pretty interesting information to go over. New trailer very soon. So if you are new around, make subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover here personally on this channel. If you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it really helps keep the lights on at the Warstu channel. Also, if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face, check us out on Instagram at Warstu. Also, if you could, follow me on Twitter, WarstuG, because somebody stole my handle over there. Now, before we get in this video, we have gone over the full plot leak for Venom 3 over 1 year ago. And to be fair, we went over it recently, about a week ago. Pretty much the same plot, if you ask me, with a few differences. So now, this information is actually coming from a non-account who actually has a good track record. Daniel RPK, that's not his real name. It's a bot account. We don't know who it is. But this account actually has a really good track record when it comes to trailers. That's it only. And also Cryptic HD, he's a trailer guy as well. And he said the trailer was coming. So according to Daniel RPK, that's most likely not his real name, but that's his online alias. The trailer for Venom 3 drops Monday, and apparently it's going to drop at 6 a.m. But there is some hyperbole. Apparently it's going to be 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Although, for what I'm hearing, it could actually be 3 minutes long. But it's going to be the first teaser trailer for Venom 3. Sony, please change the title. It sucks. Last Dance. I mean, really? Because if we read the plot leak, it doesn't really look like there's going to be many symbiotes dancing at all. But what is interesting is, for some reason, just like the post-credit scene for Deadpool and Wolverine, there's a lot of online scoopers talking about the god of the symbiotes, Knull, appearing in this movie. And then when I ask them, I've asked quite a few people, no one actually says yes or no, which is interesting. It's almost like they don't want to commit to being wrong. But surely if Knull's in this movie, he should have been in Thor: Love and Thunder. We understand Sony owns all the freaking characters attached to Spider-Man. We get it. But if this is true, why would they not want people to know that Knull, the god of the symbiotes that's literally been teased multiple times, is already? So about a week ago, we made a Spider-Man 4 video and we correlated it from the plot leaks, the plot rumors, that there's going to be a variation of Venom coming to Spider-Man 4, but he's not going to be the overall villain. He's just going to appear there. Well, that makes complete sense because the symbiote was left there, and at some point in this movie, apparently, the Venom symbiote will save Peter Parker's life. And then, just like in Spider-Man PS5, Peter Parker will slowly go evil and evil and evil and evil. That's essentially the plot for Spider-Man 4, apparently. But Venom's not even the overall villain. I mean, that'll be interesting if that happens. So, what I said over a week ago was, if this is going to be the last time we see Tom Hardy Venom, now I don't believe it is. I just believe it's just going to be the last time we see Venom in this universe, if that makes any sense. So what I'm saying is, at the end of that movie, being Venom 3, that potentially Venom would go back to the MCU, or we'll somehow get some variation of Venom in the MCU. As you know, Venom's a big part of the Secret Wars storyline. In the comics, I know people don't care for the comics, but that actually happened. But it's no mystery that every single person that watches the Venom movies always thought eventually Tom Holland and Spider-Man would fight or go up or meet Eddie Brock at some point. There's no mystery. So the Venom movies always make money. Venom 1, Venom 2, they both did over 700. But if we get to the end of this movie and we don't get the actual setup that we want, Spider-Man going up against Venom, then that would be the biggest fumble ever. But what they could set up would be Tom Hardy Venom going to the MCU, and that is really what everybody wants. Everybody literally wants that. So as we know, the main villain for Venom, The Last Dance, is we're going to be introduced to a powerful Venom symbiote known as Toxin, who is an offspring of the murderous Carnage, who has merged to Detective Patrick McGillihan before vowing to destroy all the monsters, including Venom and this young Peter Parker. Like I said, there is some, back and forth about how old is said Peter Parker going to be. But if this is actually what they're going to do, then this is a massive shame. Because we literally could have had a version of Spider-Man who's already established, whether it be Toby, Andrew, Tom Holland, going up against Tom Hardy Venom. But like I said, if the plan is to get Tom Hardy Venom into the MCU and have them fight at some point later on down in the MCU, that would be insane, because Tom Hardy it's a draw, because you just got to look at his numbers. When it comes to the Venom movies, they've all been really successful and made money. So if we did get Tom Hardy Venom going over to the MCU in Spider-Man 4, if this storyline is not true, that the symbiote's going to save Tom Holland Spider-Man, and that's how Peter Parker's going to become Venom. I actually would prefer it to be the case where Venom, Tom Hardy Venom, goes across to the MCU, and somehow they build up this rivalry where eventually they're going to fight, whether that be in Secret Wars or Spider-Man 4 or Spider-Man 5. Because we know that's going to be a trilogy going forward. They've always made that clear already. But Sony are really clear that this is the last standalone Venom movie in this universe, which is pretty strange, because I've always teased the idea of a Spider-Man being in this universe, because they even had it in some of the trailers, but then they digitally edited it out, and there was so much connective tissue, but the last minute they fumbled it and took it out. So very strange if we're not actually ever going to get to this standoff. Now, I know what you're going to say, Sony own the characters. They do, but they work alongside Marvel. It's a two-way partnership. It's not a dictatorship. It's a two-way partnership. So I believe any character is game in the MCU, getting Venom in the MCU, getting Knull in the MCU, and for some reason, I believe Knull's in the movie, but no one's talking. I believe no one's talking because if they're wrong, they get the whole, oh, you've got no credibility storyline. So it's going to be very interesting when the trailer comes out on Monday, 6 a.m. I believe that's probably American time, which is usually a very good time for those folks in England and in Europe, because it's the afternoon time. So let me know, guys, what you think. When this trailer comes out, we will literally know if the plot leak is real or if it's made up. And based on Scoopers basically hinting that it's real, it's going to be a bad day for them if it turns out that the trailer confirms everything. I guess the newest kind of plot leak with the additional information did come from 3C Films over on YouTube. It did give a little bit more context, but the initial thing did come from Reddit. It is what it is. So like always, guys, I'm really looking forward to Venom 3. I just hope the plot leak's fake, because a 10-year-old Peter Parker is such a weird storyline, if you ask me. Might as well just be an established Spider-Man already if you're going to do it, because if you want numbers, just put Spider-Man in there. It's not really that hard. And the Venom movies always make money anyway. Or at least compared to all the other Sony Spidey-Verse stuff. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us on Twitter, Warstu, and I'll catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.